If you are not ready to support the Black Americans, move from this video. This video is not for you. Please, I beg you, in the name of God. If you are not ready to watch from beginning to the end before you drop a comment, please leave this video. This video is just for people with a certain mindset of growth, solidarity, and every single thing you want to call it. Because you see, this particular guy, he exposed a whole lot, and I'll be leaving his TikTok handle so that you guys can go and support him, follow his TikTok account, and then keep watching what this guy is dropping on daily basis. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches you're going to be seeing in today's episode. This is not for fight though. This is just for educational purposes. We stand the chance to be corrected, so feel free to correct me in the comment section. Let's get right into this video, and trust me, you will not regret clicking. Let's go, guys.
If you know that you ain't ready to put your life on the line for black people, if you know that you ain't ready to do anything beyond making videos on the internet, if you know that you have no intention on meeting, organizing, putting things together, if you know that you have no intention on doing anything that you speak about on this internet in real life, please shut the fuck up with that pro-black shit. Because what I notice over and over and over again for the time that I've been doing this, it is so easy for us to make these videos. It's so easy for us to get on here and just talk about shit. But the problem is nothing gets done. And even when somebody tries to get something done, y'all don't cooperate. What I would like to happen, because they're currently trying to strip you of your rights. They're currently doing all the things that y'all fearmonger over. They're already doing it. All this stuff that y'all sit up here and say, oh, well, we're going to get to a point, or we're going to get here, or eventually it's going to get here, or we're going to start. No, it's already happening. They're already starting to say that they're going to start targeting liberal groups. They're going to start targeting organized groups. They're going to start targeting groups that are organizing in public. They're going to start targeting groups that protest. They're already saying that. You already know that when there's a white on white crime, they automatically blame black folks. You already know that they don't want you here. You already know these folks is racist. You already know that these people are European rejects. You already know these people are white supremacists. We already done answered everything. We have said how racist they are a million times. We have said how evil they are a million times. We have already provided all the proof. The history says it. Everything says it. Everything in their actions say it. We don't need no more hypothesis on this. What I want to know is, to the black folks, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? To the folks in Mississippi, anywhere near Delta State University, what do you want to do? Anywhere there is black people, brown people that are being oppressed or brutalized or marginalized or abused, what do you want to do? Black children need defense. Black women need defense. The brothers need defense. We need to be meeting and taking this shit offline in real life. I don't care. Listen, I done already said this 1,000 times. It ain't gonna be perfect. It ain't gonna be perfect because we don't have the resources for it to be perfect. We don't even have the resources for it to be great starting off. But we have to do something, or we just keep going through the same history, repeated history over and over and over again, and different versions of it. I cannot justify in my mind taking abuse from people that expect me to take abuse. Y'all just want to keep taking this shit? Y'all just want to keep laying down and getting your back kicked in? Y'all just want to keep laying down and getting fucked? I don't understand why y'all would even listen to anybody. Why y'all would even keep giving a platform, or keep allowing to have a platform to anybody that is pushing or influencing you to keep taking abuse. I don't even understand why we sit up here and look at these sellouts. They clearly house Negroes. They are clearly an evolved version of them same house Negroes. We don't need to hypothesize about what's happening. What's happening is exactly what's happening during slavery, just a different version of it. I refuse to lay down and just be a victim. I don't care what that means. If that means I have to be unalived doing this by myself, then that's what it's going to have to mean. If that means that I have to put in the work by myself, then that's what it's just going to have to mean. But for the brothers that's in Dallas, for the brothers that's in Texas overall, we got to stand up. We got fuck this internet. I'm talking about we got to stand up. This can't keep going. It can't. You know what I'm saying? It can't. I don't care what the repercussion or consequences for it. If the rest of my life I got to be a fugitive, then that's what it's just going to have to be. But there needs to be some damn self-defense in this damn community. Do you understand how bad we look? People in this community getting hung. It's no justice for it. All they got to do is put out a statement saying, oh, well, we didn't find any foul play. So, hey, oh, well, are y'all crazy? When one of ours goes, just from the sheer history of this, when one of ours goes, a dozen of theirs need to go. And for all you cowards, I'd rather be unalive, standing 10 toes, than to spend another minute living on my knees. What you're seeing take place today is a tyrannical government that just keeps getting worse, worse, and worse. Regardless to who's in the seat, it's two wings on the same bird, red or blue. It just keeps getting worse and worse. And the response to a tyrannical government that we see today, let me just try to outwork this problem. Let me try to be a better parent with this problem. Let me try to just stay out the way. Let me try to just mind my business. Let me try to just be a better civilian. Let me try to just be a better pedestrian, be a better law-abiding citizen. That's exactly what tyranny wants. What tyranny wants is a perfected consumerist slave. You do not make waves. You simply make them money and you buy things with the crumbs that they give you. At what point do we realize that this tyrannical government is only going to go as far as we let them go? There is no way around it. There is nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. Eventually, evil comes kicking down your door. At one point, it was just about black and brown suffering, and it very much so still is. But because of the greed of a lot of evil, rich individuals in this country and in the world, color no longer limits that. So now what you see is an uptick, an increase in the white suffering, in the white outrage, in the police brutality happening to white folks, which is a clear indicator that, one, white people, you should have listened to us from the beginning, but that's neither here nor there. I don't even want to hear your tears. We've been conditioned and brainwashed out of our rebellion. You subconsciously choose on an everyday basis to try to coexist with tyranny rather than overthrow it. The brothers and sisters in Chicago, the brothers and sisters in DC, the brothers and sisters anywhere where the National Guard has been deployed, understand that all you need is unity, structure, and training. It's three things. That's all you need. Unity, structure, training, and then do what you need to do. There is no need for this continuous peaceful protest where you throw in Subway sandwiches and drinks at these offices. Understand, this is another thing that they accepted. Peaceful protest is accepted. They allow you to do this because they know that's as far as you're going to go. At what point do we up the ante? At what point do we stop allowing fear to control our actions? I would like all of you to go research what the Second Amendment is. If you're not in a Second Amendment friendly state, I think it's about time you start considering moving. I know that's easier said than done, but it would help you in these current situations if you can at least have the rights to defend your family. Again, please look up and research what the Second Amendment is, because it is not for hunting. What the Second Amendment is your right to defend against a tyrannical government. This is law. You want to use the European against himself? Understand that Second Amendment. Start shaping your world around it, because we ain't too far off from that civil war you all keep mentioning. We ain't too far off from everything you fear coming to fruition, which is fine. What are you going to do about it, though? Are you going to keep putting it on the back burner? You going to keep putting your safety, your children's safety, your husband, your wife's safety on the back burner, your mama's safety, your father's safety on the back burner? Or are we going to start making some moves? This is why it's important for African American, Native American, Hispanic American, Latino American. This is why it's important for unification, because we need the numbers. We need the numbers. You may be thinking, well, you know, half of our military is black and brown. Yeah, but there's also a lot of sellouts too. It's also a lot of whitewashed individuals that's just going to say, I was just taking orders. It's the same thing law enforcement does. I was just taking orders. I was just doing my job. I'm just doing my job. What you think they going to do when they start beating you upside the head, slamming you on your head, shooting you for no reason? What you think they going to say? They just doing their job and they just taking orders.
It is not a flex to have served in your oppressor's military, especially a military that is historically known to have put black and brown men on the front line to increase the chances of accomplishing whatever the mission was at that specific time. Landing on the ground from dropping out of helicopters and not only being shot from the other side, which was America's enemies, but was also being shot at from the American soldiers behind them. There is no such thing as American patriotism, because the country that you're claiming that you're patriotic for doesn't even care about you. That goes for every American veteran. The country that you claim to be a patriot for does not value you at all. That's why when you come back here, you have to fight, scratch, and claw just to be able to get counseling. So miss me with the patriotism. That's one. And lastly, if y'all are searching for something to do, if you listen to my videos and you looking for the next step, why haven't you gone over to my YouTube yet? That's one. Two, I say this all the time, but it's like y'all only watch the videos where I'm yelling and screaming. So let me try this, right? If you're not in Texas, if you're not in Dallas, I'm already trying to put something together to meet with the people that's out here in Dallas or in Texas in general. If you're not in Texas, put something together with people that are around you. Build a group with the people that are around you. You don't want to build with your family? Fine. You don't want to build your friend group? Fine. Go make some new friends. You don't want to do that? Then get the fuck out my face and stop finding every reason to complain about some shit. It's a lot of you in my comments right now. You are in the same city as a lot of my other followers. If you in Florida, if you in Chicago, if you in Memphis, if you in New York, if you in Philly, it's a lot of other brothers and sisters that are in your same city and state. Unite together. Build. Train. No, your Glock switches ain't gonna cut it. No, your little bulletproof vest, your little level 3A bulletproof vest ain't gonna cut it. You need a lot more. You need a lot more training. You need a lot more arms. You need a lot more everything. Again, why haven't you gone over to my YouTube yet? If you want more detail in what it is that you actually need, I keep it vague on here for a specific reason. Why is it that y'all halfway understand that these apps be censoring us in specific ways so we can't put out the exact information that need to get put out? And then on the other side, y'all be telling me, oh, well, don't give out all the information. But when I don't give out all the information, then y'all get in my comments talking about some, oh, well, what else we supposed to do? You not saying nothing. Oh, well, you keep saying this. Oh, well, you not showing us nothing. You not showing us this. You not showing us that. Motherfucker, do you want me to be secretive or do you want me to, what the fuck you want? A lot of y'all just be finding a reason not to make any moves at all. And if that's what you're doing, then get the fuck from around me. I don't need nobody that don't want to make no move or that's just going to find every reason to procrastinate and not make any moves. Get the fuck from around me. I thought I made it perfectly clear this entire time I've been making these damn videos. If you don't want to be a part of pro-blackness, get your ass out of here. Why in the fuck is you in my comments nagging and complaining to me? So, oh, well, bro, I don't know. I don't really trust you because I don't know you. Take your ass on then. We do this every time. Anytime there is a potential leader, anytime there's a potential person trying to speak, we nitpick and find every reason to hate. We nitpick and find every reason to not move. But yet, let that white man say something. That white man say something, y'all gonna jump up and, oh, yes, sir, boss. I get right on that for you, boss. Sometimes I be wanting to hit y'all in y'all shit, boy, because it just don't make sense sometimes. If you want to move, if you want to do something, if you want to be a part of a movement, understand there are steps to this. And a lot of times, baby steps, because I ain't rich, motherfucker. A lot of us speaking on these topics ain't rich. That's the difference between pro-blackness and the other side. The other side is funded. Black people refuse to fund each other. You refuse to fund pro-blackness. That's on y'all. I even said plenty of times, you don't want to fund me? Fine. Go find somebody pro-black and give them the money. Donate to them. But stop coming to me trying to find every reason to not make any damn moves and then complain about the condition of the fucking country.
What happens when the water runs out? What happens when the food runs out? What happens when that shortage is just supposed to be a temporary shortage ends up being a long-term shortage? What happens when that dollar no longer holds its value? BRICS. You should be looking up BRICS. If you don't understand what BRICS is, BRICS. You should be researching that. You should be understanding what that is. What happens when the world no longer cooperates with the United States tyrannical rule? What happens when the ship that you're depending on sinks? What happens when this country collapses? Will you go down with the ship? The problem with a lot of pro-black talk is we don't seem to comprehend the long-term effect. We don't seem to comprehend or think of what's to come in the future. I understand the war talk. I understand the self-defense talk. But where we miss a lot of times is we are engulfed, surrounded by a failing nation, a nation that owes everybody in the world money, a nation that owes everybody in the world something, a nation that is in everybody's business, a nation that is meddling and manipulating everybody's business around the world. And there's a breaking point to this. There's a point, whether if it's China, Russia, Africa, whoever, the many laundry list of enemies this country has, there is a breaking point where everyone will say no more. You can look to Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso. You can look at Putin. You can look at China. You can look everywhere in the world. If you are not completely sold, if you are not completely brainwashed and conditioned by American propaganda, and see what the play is. It isn't even so much so warfare physically. It's cyber. It's agricultural. It's mental, emotional, social media warfare. It's all of this. See, everyone knows that the American military is not nothing to play with. So a lot of the other countries and continents are treading on a line while trying to figure out how to combat this enemy. African Americans, Mexican Americans, Native Americans, we're the only ones on enemy soil that have the potential to do the most damage because we're here domestically. So I'm going to ask again, will you go down with the ship? Because this ship will sink. This ship is sinking. It don't take much research for you to learn that. I want black people, Native Americans, Hispanic Americans to stop with this bullshit. There is no real issue here between black, Native American, Hispanic, okay? There's no real issue. Here's what happens. Black people have a bad experience with Hispanics. Black people have a bad experience with Native Americans. Native Americans have a bad experience with black people. Hispanic people have a bad experience with Native Americans and black people. And then we all just close our doors to each other for good. We have a common enemy. We have common history. There is no reason to shut your doors to each other. Everybody experiences a bad apple in the bunch. But one bad apple in that bunch can spoil the entire bunch. So we have to understand that these self-hatred monsters, these individuals that have been consumed by their own trauma, consumed by their own experiences, and that has been the conditioning method that they've created entire narratives and ideology around. We can't have that. Those individuals are too dangerous for this community because they become harmful and self-destructive to the narrative that we're trying to push forward. If you hope to push forward unity, whether if it's in the black community, Hispanic community, Native American community, you cannot have any self-destructive people in it. You can't have none of the whitewashness, whether if it's black, Native American, or Hispanic. You can't have no sellouts. You can't have none of them halfway pro-black, halfway whitewashed people. You can't have none of it. You have to be very, very meticulous and careful in how you let people in the gate. That is the only place where gatekeeping is good. We have to start gatekeeping this community. You know who contributes? You know who benefits from us being a mess? From us sitting up here trying to tear each other apart every 5 seconds over everything and anything? One group of people. You know who benefits, right? So if you know who benefits, you should be going against it at all costs. At all costs. If I have a problem with black women, that's my issue with black women. I will not sit up here and disparage and disrespect them on social media waves or period, for the simple fact that I know who's watching this. And I know what validation that they're trying to seek out. You got individuals that follow me right now, not just white, black, Native American, Hispanic, whitewashed, sellout individuals that are just waiting in the shadows, that are just watching just to be nosy, that are just watching just to keep tabs on me. They operate on keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. I also understand that lifestyle. I understand the rule. So they can't get out of our business. They can't leave us alone because their very existence as a sellout is dependent upon keeping us underneath a white thumb. And lastly, if you've gotten this far, nothing I ever do for this community will be advertised on the internet. That goes for that video I posted, that video. Nothing I do will be shown. Nothing, no action I take will be shown on the internet. If you have to question that and you don't understand why, you're part of the problem and you need to get the hell off my page.
That is a very strong question. What do you all want to do? A lot of people just come online to say whatsoever they want to say. But when it comes to reality, they don't care. A lot of people come online to blab whatsoever they want to blab. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to stand strong. Solidarity, blah, blah, blah. We are blacks. We are this. We are that. They can't try us. They can't do this. But when it comes to the reality, what do you want to do? Have you watched every single clip of this video? Every single clip is passing a specific message. Are you just a black person or a pro-black person? What do you want to do? That is why I think I'm going to be captioning this. Do not watch this video as a black person if you're not ready to take action. I think that's what I'll caption this video. Because I think it is time for black people to actually build a community, not a community of hatred, right? No, we don't support violence in this page. But just like a platform whereby black folks actually meet, discuss, talk, or even if it's a physical place where you know that, okay, in this community, here, let's just meet, talk, and let's just know how we can be able to plan our lives ahead. Yes. It's not just coming to the internet and then coming to lament, coming to cry, coming to say this, coming to say that. And at the end of the day, even if it's come to just common blackouts, you're not participating. I'm a Nigerian person, right? But I recreated videos on blackouts. Because one thing I've understood with black Americans or people that look like me is, we are not coming out to fight. We're only saying, let's have our rights. Is that a bad thing? No. We are not coming out to argue. We are only saying, let's have what we are supposed to have. Do you get? So it is not fight, it is not quarrel, it is not anything. But as a black person, I say, ask this question: what do you want to do? Have you planned for resources ahead in case tariffs goes up again? Have you planned for how you're going to cope if the job you're doing immediately disappears from your hand? Have you planned for what you're going to be doing in the next 5 years to impact America? Have you planned for how you are going to be helping and making the voices of your brothers as well heard? What do you want to do? Each video is passing a specific message. So I hope you're able to watch and understand what each video is actually passing out, so that you can understand. And please, if you've not supported that guy, please do what support him. His TikTok handle is Moses, at Moses. I will look for the TikTok handle and then paste it on the screen. Support his account, follow him, and get deep inside information. And please don't forget to tell him that all thanks to Vibe Sonia. Okay? Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comment. And lastly, do not forget to share. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches used in today's episode. And this is just for educational purposes. We do not support any form of violence here. Please, we don't fight, we don't quarrel here. We only give our opinion. So I stand the chance. Feel free to correct me, okay? I'm not always right. Correct me in the comment section if you think maybe what I said is not okay by you, right? Anyways, I'll see you guys in my next episode. Do not touch the die. Bye. I love you guys.